Hello and welcome to Torpenhow's guide on how to play Fast Castle Unique Unit Good. This will be a fairly basic guide on a simple-ish build to get to Castle Age as quickly as is reasonable, put a castle up and start producing unique units. A lot of unique units in the game are very strong without any upgrades, which makes them somewhat suitable to this, as they have pretty good combat effectiveness right out of the gate. You might have heard a strategy similar to this referred to as a phosphorou. Phosphorou is an all-in strategy where you essentially stop making vills and just make your castle unique unit. Can be very strong. This will be a little less aggressive than that. But this can be a fairly strong strategy, up to maybe 800, 900,000 elo when you start getting people who will be able to punish it with feudal play. So to start out, I'm going to recommend going into the Learn to Play Advanced Techniques and try this Fast Castle Age scenario. It really spells out step by step how to do it, just to get used to the rhythm, the timing of a quote-unquote fast castle. Granted, this one is a 27 vil Dark Age, a little bit slower than the quote-unquote standard meta fast castle in competitive play. But it's a good start, so we'll be emulating something like this. In terms of build orders, you can write down what it tells you to do here. That'll get you close. Build orders are, of course, for gigantic nerds, but you know how that goes. So you can find all sorts of build orders online. Here's the big H for Hera. I'm not going to show this one because this is paid content, and I am not getting sued over this. Here's another build order for Fast Castle Unique Unit that I found just with the Google. It gives you a step-by-step on how to do it. Now, I am a nerd, granted, but it's hard even for me to remember this step-by-step foolishness. Most of this is fairly basic that you pick up playing the game, right? You're going to go to wood after 6 on food, and then you're going to pick up a boar after your guys are on wood, etc. Build houses when you need it, yada, yada, yada. So that stuff you should have a fairly decent grasp on. And if you don't, again, jump into that Learn to Play, and that'll give you the basic timings. So here's my build order. It's a little easier to remember. This is the equivalent of what is shown in the tutorial. So all you really need to remember are a few numbers here. The 6 you should know by now. Those are your 6 on sheep to start. Then we're going to go to 4 on wood on 1 lumber camp. The math ain't math in here. No, that's fine. Here we go. There we go. All right, and then we're going to get up to about 15 on food. This is fairly generous. 14 is usually considered the magic number here, but this 27 vills is a little more generous than that. Also, at some point we're going to want stone, so there's no point in gathering a little bit extra. There's no harm in it, rather. So we're going to get up to 15 food, still 4 on wood at that point. Then we're going to shift some more vills to wood till we have 9. We are going to grab a second lumber camp to keep the efficiency nice and keep Mr. Survivalist happy. And we are going to then go to gold. We're going to take 3 because we're going to plan to take loom. If you don't take loom, like if this is for arena and your vills are not in danger, you can do 2 here and go up 1 vill faster. So yeah, that's basically it. All you need to remember is essentially these numbers here, 15, 9, 3. You need to make those numbers appear on your screen as you're going up, and you should be good. Obviously, the intermediate numbers are good to remember too. So 6, 4, 15, 9, that's all you really need to remember, and the rest is just sort of the basic how to play the game stuff, which the tutorials will teach you. I mentioned Survivalist because I'm going to use his website here to figure out what I need to produce camel archers. Camel archers, the cost is wood and gold. So we're going to do 1 villager production. You can select things like so. So we need villagers, obviously, out of the TC because we're not going to be playing it all in. We're going to keep producing villagers. So a villager needs 6 on farms. Great. Camel archer needs 6 on wood, 7 on gold. A little bit less with upgrades, but we'll keep this number in mind. So 7 on gold is the magic number for camel archers. We're gonna have plenty on wood. That's not really important. And obviously the 6 farms is a basic 6 on food for vills. We are not going to produce a food unit, so all we need to do is have 6 on farms to keep the vills flowing. And it doesn't even, I don't even really need to remember what these things cost. I just need to remember I need 7 on gold, at least 6 on wood to bang them out continuously. And that, of course, is the goal. So this is a really cool, handy website. I recommend using it. So there's our build order. Once we get up to Castle Age, this is when you click Feudal right here. Once we get up to Castle Age, we will sort all the balancing out, keeping that number in mind. Obviously, the first thing we need to produce camel archers, though, is a castle. So let's try it. I don't actually have fancy editing stuff, so this is basically live. So let's get into it. Let's just load up a game against the AI. We're going to play on Arabia, fairly easy difficulty AI. I thought about turning this down just to make it resign a little easier when it's ready, but the moderate will actually sometimes produce siege and stuff, so we get to show off some micro against siege. We are playing the Berbers. I wanted to look at the tech tree real quick. So the things that impact the camel archers are basically the same as the CA. Camel archer is essentially a cav archer. Weak to the same things, strong against mostly the same things. They do have a bonus against other cav archers. So like a unique unit, say, that's a cav archer that's really busted and terrible, and everyone hates it and only nerds play it. Maybe the Mangadai. Camel archer is going to counter that very nicely, which makes it one of my favorite unique units personally. Out of the castle, we also get Kasbah, which makes the castles work faster, which will be nice to pick up if we can. We'll see if we can afford it. And then an Imp Maghrebi camels give us regeneration on the camel archers and all our camel units. And of course, all the Berber bonuses do apply. It's cheap, stable units. The villagers move a little bit faster. Very nice. We get the Genitor if we need, the Mounted Skirm. Very cool. Thumb Ring will also impact them, though we are planning on going stable first for the more important husbandry and bloodline upgrades to get them a little bit more speed, a little bit more tankiness. We'll see if we get Thumb Ring eventually. It does help with the accuracy and attack speed on the camel archers. And then, of course, Berbers get the beautiful full blacksmith. What an absolute Chad civilization. Gotta love it. All right, let's give it a go. Take a drink of water real quick. Don't expect the cleanest gameplay here, as I do have to explain what I'm doing a little bit and keep the commentary going, but whatever. Persians. We got a filthy, filthy Persians picker here, okay? At least we know the AI is not going to TC drop us. The start is going to be your standard 2 houses, getting your sheep all sorted. Typical beginning. Note we have chickens. Okay. So we have a couple options there. Remember, instead of remembering step by step by step, if chickens, then do this. If deer, then do this. Like some sort of nerd. There's my other sheep. All I need to do is remember the numbers. So the first number I need to remember is 6 to get 6 on food. Boar, 2 boar, chickens, main gold. Beautiful. All right, we have 6. So we know the next thing we need to do is go to wood. Might not be the best wood line, but I'm going to go to this one here. Keep the TC running. Keep some food under there too. There we go. Lumber camp time. More food under the TC. So one little trick you can do to keep the villagers from murdering too many sheeps is you can shift click them onto the next one so they'll ignore the other ones because you've actually given them a command. And we want to keep our villagers on these 2 trees first because you'll notice they just stand right next to the lumber camp. They do not have to move at all. We're going to go 2 on each side of the lumber camp for maximum efficiency like a true Chad. Remember, only nerds have inefficient lumber camps. So one thing you can do is you can grab a sheep, grab the 6 vills doing sheep, right click on the dead one, shift click it onto the live one, and they will automatically kill the next one when it's ready. All right. Now we have the next number that we need to remember, 6-4. The next number is 15 on food. I will flip back to that briefly. No, not a draft. There we go. 15 on food is the next number, so we are here. Remember to flip back to the game screen. There we go. All right, so we need food. Now, because I played this game some, and hopefully you have too, I know that after my first batch of wood vills, whatever that number is, in this case 4, I take a boar, right? So this lady's gonna go take a boar. I also know that I'm gonna get housed, and I do want some berries eventually, so I'm going to take my number 12 vill, keep the TC running now. I'm gonna build a house, send them to berries, and look at that beautiful timing just as the sheep finishes. We'll get the boar right under the TC. This is making me look real good here. All right, that's plenty of vills on one boar, so I'm going to start sending them to berries. Remember to force drop. We are only on 9. So we need to keep hammering away at the food. Did I find all my sheep? I don't think so. That's fine for now, though, because I don't really care about that. I care about the other boar eventually. About 200 food is a good rule of thumb. Maybe even less with Berbers. I do need someone to build that mill eventually, guys. Come on. Keep the TC going. Start thinking about another house shortly. If I was playing against a person, I'd start thinking about how to lay out my base and wall it, but the AI is not going to really bother me, so I'm going to be lazy and focus on the old yakety yakking. Come on, kill it. A little bit sloppy there, but that's fine. Alright, found everything. I'm just going to set you on auto scout so you don't bother me. 13 on food. We only have 4 on berries. I'm going to send 2 more to berries, I think. We'll go 6 on berries, or maybe just 5. Doesn't really matter. Remember, the magic number is 15. For this build, the magic number is really 14 for most builds, but we're going to be a little generous here. Alright, there's the magic number of 15. We're going to have 6 on berries. That's more than enough. So the next number we need to remember is 9. So we got to get 15 and 9. Whoops. Brilliant. Okay, notice that I don't really need to remember how many vills to send. All I need to know is I have 15 on food. That's plenty. Now I need to make this say 9. So I'm going to start sending vills to wood. I would love another wood line. I'm going to take this one. 2 lumber camps is going to be more efficient. You spend a little bit more wood, but I think with 9 on wood we should be okay. Alright, boar is almost done, so I'm going to shift Q onto a sheep. Need another house. Keep these vills nice and efficient. Build another lumber camp. Alright, now that the boars are done, I'm going to start seeding some farms because I need to maintain this magic number of 15. And these sheep are going to disappear fast if I let everyone eat the sheep constantly. Get another sheep going. Use my shift click trick. Not quite there. I need 2 more on wood now. Put another farm down. 4 farms should be okay. We'll see what our situation is. We can go to 5 maybe if we need to. Should be fine. Alright. 8. We need 1 more. Doesn't really matter which wood line they go to as long as they're nice evenly split. We got 4 here, 5 there. Perfect. Alright, now the magic numbers have been achieved. 9, 15. Check in on our super complicated build order. 59, beautiful. Now we need 3 on gold to get to 27 vills. So we're going to set our rally point on gold. Queue up our vills. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take loom, and we're going to queue feudal. No, 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 no. I blew it. Oh well. Alright, those guys will come back when they feel like it. Mining camp for the gold. And drop a house. Alright, now to go up, I need 2 feudal buildings. I'm going to plan this out here. I definitely want a stable for husbandry. So I'm going to put a barracks down somewhere. I think I have plenty of food. With 15 on food. I'm going to do one more farm, I think. Why not? Queue up our 2 feudal vills. And now it's basically just about waiting. In a real game, you could use this time to scout around with your scout, etc., etc. Think about walling your base. Right, I would probably wall here. I don't know if, yeah, this is kind of rough, but we'll figure it out. Remember that a camel archer only costs wood and gold, so in a pinch, that's all we really need to keep producing army. So this is a spot I'm going to eye for my castle. And we are going to start thinking about sending vills to stone. Our stone's back here. Like these guys, for example, ran out of things to do. I'm going to send them to stone, get them working. So hopefully we have enough stone when we get there. I'm going to send our 2 feudal vills to stone too. And we'll see if we get there. I think we're going to have plenty of gold. Plenty of houses for now. We're going to run out of berries, that's fine. As soon as we get our buildings down, we don't really care. There's our 800 food. So we're going to do a stable, and we are going to do a blacksmith once I remember my hotkeys. There we go. Okay, there's our 1 feudal vill coming out to the stone. We got 5 on stone. Since we have plenty of food, I'm actually going to take double bit. If you have 900 food, you can absolutely take double bit once the buildings are up. And click. Perfect. A couple seconds of idle TC, that's fine. Since I don't need all those guys on food right now, because I'm not producing vills. And I have 5 farms, that's okay. There we go. I'm going to grab a couple of these guys and make some farms, because I do need at least 6 on farms to produce vills. Think about my ecotechs. There we go. Alright, now I just need 300 wood. No, never mind. That's for these guys. I need 300 wood. So right now, all I really care about is getting the stone in. So I'm going to start thinking about what else I might want, like houses. Might want the gold mining upgrade. I might want to start getting upgrades for my cav. Namely bloodlines. I don't quite have the food though. We'll get there. Houses, so I don't have to remember. We could think about a range here, but I think I'm going to want the wood for farms. Gonna send all my new vills to wood. I will eventually need more on gold too. But a lot of these vills are going to go to gold after I build the castle. There we go. We got plenty. As soon as we hit castle age, we're going to make a nice cozy castle on the wood and the gold. We want bow saw. I want bodkin eventually. Gonna turn my farm thing on. I already got bow saw. Castle is coming up. Get gold mining, why not? Definitely want those. Definitely need to keep the vills coming though. We are on 1 TC, so we need to definitely not idle it, because there's only one of them. These guys can go to wood. These guys can go to gold. I'm going to need at least, what did I say, 7? 7 on gold. All good. Alright, castle's up. And we're just going to try to keep them coming. 7. I'm going to go a couple more here. Because I definitely do want some gold for upgrades. The big one is bodkin. I have fletching, so these things are okay. Note that the AI is still in feudal. At 18 minutes, a human opponent, if they're playing feudal, would definitely be in feudal. I don't know how much feudal play gets played at lower elos, but definitely against a human, you're going to want to do things like wall your res, think about, you know, not just hanging everything out in the breeze. But the most important things, keeping the castle running, keeping the TC running, producing army, getting the upgrades that you can when you can afford them, prioritizing bodkin and husbandry, I think. Get farms. There we go. Alright, I'm floating massive amounts of wood. So I'm going to think about an archery range. Thumb ring eventually. But for now, I need farms. Keep the TC running. Keep the castle running. Keep the upgrades coming in. 6 is pretty good with bodkin. What other upgrades do I need? I want thumb ring eventually. I want the armor. Think about refreshing lumber camps. There we go. I want husbandry. I want bloodlines. I want everything. Keep the TC running. Keep the castle running. I do want ballistics eventually. Keep the TC running. Keep the castle running. Use your hotkeys. That's that sound you've been hearing. That's the select all TC hotkey. Depending on how the game is going in real life, you can either keep vills on stone or add them later to get a second castle. We're going to try it here with just one. Keep it simple. There we go. Juicy, juicy farm upgrade. And here we are back to our semi-magic number of about 15 farms. None of that food is going towards the army that we're producing, though. It's just going to upgrades and vills. Grab the armor, why not? Can't quite afford that yet, almost. Keep the TC going. Keep that going. I can even pick up a market if I want. Balance out my res a little bit. I do want ballistics eventually. Alright, dozen camel archers with bodkin, with bloodlines, start to become a little bit dangerous. So I'm going to put them on a control group, keep the reinforcements coming, keep the TC running. Noob AI did not take the sheep. So yeah, stand ground on these bad boys. Put them on a control group so I can flip back to them. Keep the TC running. Keep the castle going. Check out my upgrades. I got all the important ones except for ballistics, which I can afford now. There we go. Don't leave them alone for too long. Alright. Persian's player is playing crossbow. So I might not want to take this fight. I certainly don't have to because I'm faster than him. So I'm going to run away and look for some vills to kill. I'm going to take wheel. About 16 farms. That's solid for wheel. Drop a couple more farms. Think about a secondary unit, like maybe some light cav. Get the reinforcements forward here. There we go. Jackpot. Deny the siege workshop for now. That's pretty beautiful. Alright, enemy is going skirm. Feudal skirms at this point don't scare me. There's no reason to take that. I can just run away. Join up with these guys. Shift 1 to add them to the group. Make sure they're on stand ground so they don't get anywhere. Can kite them a little bit if I want. Take some pot shots. But there's no reason to take a fight. I'll just run away. Keep the TC going. Keep the castle going. Check out our upgrades. Thumb ring. Beautiful. We are getting to the almost fully upgraded stage. Let's grab another stable. Let's grab another lumber camp. You notice we have plenty of res. I'm going to start adding a few more farms. Keep the castle going. Don't let these guys alone for too long like I just did, but that's alright. And we have found the sweet, sweet honey pot. With ballistics and bodkin, these things are nasty. 7+2 attack. Gunning down vills left and right. It'll get even better with thumb ring. Produce a couple light cav, as I assume the enemy will keep on the skirmishers. Light cav and a cav archer unit are a great combo. Honestly, these are feudal skirms. These things are basically fully upgraded. I can just take this. I can gun these guys down. I'm just pressing G, which is my stop hotkey. Keep them moving so that they can't hit me without ballistics. Let them shoot, move, just basic stop micro. Don't even really need anything fancy. Snipe some vills. Keep the TC running. Keep the castle running in the background. I'm going to grab Cosba because I've got tons of res. It'll make the castle work faster. I'm going to pick up Handcart because that's awesome. I'm going to murder some vills. I'm going to come back to this gold and see what's up. Let this light cav do some raiding. My TC not working. There we go. TC working. It's going siege. That was lucky that I didn't take a shot there. But again, if another mangonel pops out, there's no reason to fight it. I'll just run away. Keep the TC running. Keep the castle going. Bringing our reinforcements forward every once in a while, making sure they're on stand ground so they don't go anywhere I don't want them to. There's no reason to attack a farm randomly. Shift 1 to add them to the group. Make sure they're on stand ground. He's fighting with the vills. That's interesting strategy. There we go. There's skirms there. They're still unupgraded. So they're really no threat. So now I have 24 camels going. Keep the TC going. Keep the castle going. I'm not taking losses on these. There's no reason to. And all of a sudden my res is looking pretty crazy. So I'm going to just sell a little bit. I already have the castle, and all of a sudden it is minute 31. I'm in imp with a pretty gnarly army of a couple dozen camels. On 1 TC. Without really breaking a sweat. If you're going to play light cav, you probably do want that armor. Second one too, but that's fine. Obviously the AI is not really challenging my military might too much. A real player would probably figure out a counter, but you know, if they go skirm, you can add the light cav, or knights even if you can afford it. If they go mango, you can run away or snipe them with light cav, or add your own mangoes. There we go. We are fast enough to not get hit. If we are quick, killing some more vills. And then run away to somewhere else, kill some more vills, keep the TC going, keep the castle going. Definitely get housed, that's all part of the plan. Grab that gold upgrade, why not? Grab the second armor, yeah. I think the second armor on the cav is going to be nice. Bring some light cav forward against the spears. You can see even with, well, these are completely unupgraded knights against fully upgraded camel archers, they just die. Whoop. And if I don't want to fight it, I can just run away. I'm fast enough to dodge. Obviously, a real player can try to attack around me, but with enough, you just get up close and smash it. Obviously, if there's more than one mangonel, you probably don't want to fight that. I'm just going to come in a second here. I actually need more gold. So I want to get my sweet, sweet imp upgrades. I want that. I want chemistry. Those are the big ones for ranged units. Let's keep these guys alive. I would love elite. 500. Don't try this at home. Spamming the market like that is not great, but I do want elite. It's expensive, but it is very worth it. I will take the second armor on the light cav too. Nothing better to spend my food on than light cav. But now these things are getting very strong. There we go, and they look awesome too. There we go. Elite Camel Archer. Absolutely beautiful. 8+3 attack. We're waiting on chemistry. They'll have 8+4 in 1 second. I still do need that armor. That's fine. The plan is to not get hit. I don't know what you're doing forward here, lady. Dude. So I have my rally point set somewhere weird. Yeah, there we go. Oops. So these things are absolutely nasty. Like I said, there we go. 8+4 attack, 7 range. With thumb ring, they shoot super fast. Pretty good attack delay too. They are a super strong unit. Just run around with them, do damage. Add whatever you need. Add siege. Right, we have plenty of res because I'm not actually doing anything with my res now, but you get Magrebi camels if you want for healing. You can stay on stone if you want, go 2 castles eventually. They usually right away you're going to want to just stay on 1. Things that can counter this are basically skirm and siege, or sufficiently large quantities of heavy cav. But once you have a nice mass like this, even more waiting at home. 32, yeah, this is a little bit difficult to deal with. I think the AI is basically dead.
You can resign again.
No, maybe not. Yep, there we go. So yeah, that's a basic demo on camel archers and the build we're going to use. I'll throw the quote-unquote build up. Once you get proficient at this, at 27+2, which as you saw was fairly lenient, you can crank it down a bit and get tighter and tighter. But first I would do the learning tutorial. Second, I would practice this build until you can do it with very little idle time. Let me just check for the record here. Perfect uptimes. So for a perfect uptime for 27 loom in Dark Age generic, let's get rid of the scout. So this is number of vills here. 27 vills. You want to click up to feudal at 1025. You will arrive at feudal 1235. Take 2 villagers, and you'll arrive at castle at minute 16 and 5 seconds. So that's your target. You can either do it that way, or you can watch your replays in Capture Ace to see if you're doing it quick enough, but that's a good, easy to remember. 16 minutes, 5 seconds, and then if you do it in 16:35, then you've taken 30 seconds of idle tea time, and so on. So yeah, once you get good at that, you can crank this down. Like I said, 14 is the usual magic number. And then maybe even you can go 8 wood, but it gets real tight to do a barracks at that. So I would recommend doing this. 15 rather. Yeah, and that's that's pretty much the build. So yeah, try it out, enjoy. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.